Hello and welcome to the Groupanizer channel. It's a big day for us because we've released our the first time we released any new products for 6 whole years. And so if you're involved in any groups in your life, and really aren't we all, you might want to stick around and learn about the details of all that. So let's get right to it. Let's bring this music down. Yeah. Okay. Good. So without further ado, let's talk about what we're going to talk about. We've launched a couple of new products. We're super excited about it. We've been doing this since 2009, and it was about 6 years ago that we released the last version of Choir Genius. And now we have 2 products. So on the 1st of March, we released our Choir Genius, released our new product for any group called Essentials, Groupanizer Essentials. And on May 3rd, we released the new version of Choir Genius on our version 4 platform. So you might wonder, why did we do this? Why did we decide to make a brand new platform from scratch when we already had hundreds and hundreds of happy groups using our previous platform? Well, what we discovered is that a couple of things. It's very difficult to upgrade an airplane while people are flying in it. And so even all the changes that we were making to make things better or to add new features were actually quite disruptive. So we thought, you know what, let's take a step back. Let's reimagine what the platform would be if it was as modular and intuitive and easy to use as possible. So almost 2 years ago now, we started that process, culminating in the launches that are happening right now. So that's why we're making this video, and I'm going to dive into that just a little bit. We're going to start by taking a look at the website. This is the Choir Genius website. So it talks about what are the features of Essentials, and then the core platform itself. We'll have a quick look at that. So of course, there's a member and community database. We don't charge by size anymore, so you can have as many members and as many members of your community inside your website as you like, without paying an additional dime. That's a whole different approach from many people in our industry, and I think it's going to be very useful and popular for people. We're gonna look into that. We have an online store that's got a lot of automation that'll take the work out of it. Philosophically, what we're trying to do is to be a 100% solution for your group, quite specifically, and also to make it affordable and to make it intuitive, and so this is what we're working on, and to take 80% of the work out of group management by automating various things. So moving along, we have communication tools. We have a whole calendar and event system, including volunteer management and time slot sign up. We have a public website that's built in even with our basic version. And as usual, we are the most secure and private and reliable platform that you'll find. We've been up for 3.5 years straight, 100% uptime. On Amazon Web Services. And unlike a lot of competitors in our space, you have your own private database when you have a product of ours. And so there's no chance of any kind of bleed of your data between any other people who are using our software. Ask your current provider if that's the case with them. So without further ado then, let's move over to the Essentials. Oh, sorry, we're already there. Let's move over to the Choir Genius website, choirgenius.com. You might be wondering, what is the difference between Choir Genius and Essentials? And Choir Genius is now, it's Essentials plus music-related features. And so we've always been on the fence between, should we make a specific or should we make a general group management system, or should we make one for group types specifically that can really automate and know what you're doing and provide some lift in that regard. And at this point, we get to have our cake and eat it too, because we've built one platform that's for all groups, and the plan is to add vertical specific or market specific features. So for choirs, that means music, right? So let's take a look at the product itself. We're inside it now. We will eventually do deep dives on all of these areas. I just want to give you the most basic overview of what the system is all about. So when you're logged into the site, you can see there's a public site that you can have turned on. There is, of course, this database. To make it as easy as possible, we have, if I logged in as a member, you would see I only see the blue items, and these yellow items in the menu are for managers. And in fact, if I was a member, this menu wouldn't have all this hierarchy. It would just be the blue items all lined up to make it as easy as possible. And philosophically, I should probably, let's skip over to here. One of the things that I realized in the last couple of years is that I am not a very good judge of what is intuitive and usable. So I'm too close to the chalkboard. That's definitely true. And everybody who works at Groupanizer is probably too close to the chalkboard to make that call. So what we do instead is we rely on regular people to try to get things done with our software as we make revisions. And when they get stuck, we figure out why they got stuck and we make adjustments. And so I'm really proud of what we've built. It is the most usable, most intuitive piece of software that we've ever produced. And I hope you're happy with it too. So let's hold on, let's go back here. And so when you're managing accounts, you have a lot of powerful things. These tables are typical of the platform now, so you can make changes right in the table, or you can click and make changes on the very comprehensive membership form, right? So there's all of that. One of the things I particularly like is this engagement tab that shows you for all your people, when was the last time they logged in, and when was the last time they responded to one of your emails, including, I'll slide that up. When was the last time that they responded to one of your emails, including notifications, for example. So if someone is kind of fading away as a member, you can pick that up here on the engagement tab, as well as sending them password reset, etc. And on all these tables, we've got buttons to get to handy places from here. We've got import, for example, that will let you bring in accounts through a CSV file, through a spreadsheet. You can often change what columns are visible on a thing. You can print, you can export. That's throughout the site. So that's about enough for accounts for now. We'll do a deep dive at another time. We have the calendar and events with, again, volunteer tracking, with time slot sign up, with attendance. You'll even notice that there's ticketed event check-in. So if you sell tickets to people, they get emails with QR codes in the email, and they can bring that email, a printout, and then beep, or right on their phone. They can have it beeped at the front, and they'll check into the event. Same thing with attendance. So a lot of automation around that. Let's talk about the communication tools. There's obviously emails, email lists that keep up to date as people's roles change, as people's labels change, etc. There are forms that are drag and drop, so you can build new forms very, very easily. There are notifications. This is all very, very useful for communicating. The store is another whole area. You've got your storefront. You can create new products. New products have a lot of automation. For example, if you have a membership application product and people buy it, they'll wind up, if you approve their application, then it will bill them and they will have the member role automatically. Also, everything in the store can be purchased in a one-time way or with a recurring payment kind of a way. So we're going to take 80% of the work out of all of the things you do to manage your group, including membership and commerce. And because we're looking at Acquire Genius site, there's also this music area. I won't do a deep dive on that right now, but like every other area, it's very comprehensive. You can give it a title, you can assign it to different roles to see, so they can see it when they log in. You can drop your music files, your learning tracks, other kinds of things, PDFs. You can add links to videos. All of these have players inside the site and integrate with the Playback Genius app. Classification is comprehensive. We worked with a number of groups to make sure we covered all the bases, including adding composers and lyricists and arrangers, tracking stock in various ways, keeping track of historical performances of this song. So in a nutshell, it's everything you could ever need, and yet extremely simple to use, especially for members. Yeah, so that's probably enough for now. Please come visit us on Facebook or on Facebook. There's a community there where you can ask questions. If you want us to do a deep dive on anything in particular, you can make a comment. If you want, and we're going to do lots of new videos. So as we release videos, if you want to be notified, then you can subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon. Please like this video if you liked it, so YouTube knows you liked it. And I think it's just going to be a lot of fun as we move forward. I look forward to interacting with you in the future. Have a lovely day.